So Vedic astrology is the system of astrology of India. It's believed to be the oldest system. It is first found written about in the Vedas. Anytime you hear the word Veda or Vedic, it's from the Vedas. And so Ayurvedic medicine is from the Vedas. These are books that are believed to be at least 5,000 years old that cover how to have a great life, how to be a thriving, powerful person. And in ancient times, India was apparently much like ancient Greece. It was a center of culture. It was an incredibly evolved, rich place. And their architecture, their language, their mathematics, their medicine, you could get a nose job in India 5,000 years ago, okay? It was all extremely advanced. And to this day, there are temples still standing that are 10,000 years old. And so it was this incredible, amazing place. And they have created this system of astrology that is still extremely relevant for those of us here today. So the Right Man Report uses this incredible 15-step technique that's been used in India to arrange marriages for centuries. And to this day, they still arrange 70%, I hear, of their marriage. Can you imagine? We are so lucky we get to date, ladies. We get to pick our own men. So if you're sick of it, I don't want to hear it. You are lucky. Okay, so the Right Man Report, though, can save you tons of time because you can really quickly understand the strengths and weaknesses of your particular energetic dynamic with a man. Because there's compatibility on paper, like how tall he is, what religion you both are, what political affiliation you both are, what your beliefs are, what your point of view, your background, your socioeconomic situation. But then there's energetic compatibility, which is like why you like someone right away, why you feel completely yourself, or why you feel completely like you can't be yourself, or they make you insecure, or you're your most angry, or you're most sensitive, or you're most in your head. That's all from energy. So the Right Man Report breaks down those 15 steps and explains them all. Everything from balance of power, who's the more assertive, or do your circumstances support you being together? So what I love about this report and this technique is it just goes way beyond will you like each other. You can like a lot of people. You can find a lot of people, whether you believe it or not, who have all that stuff on paper, who you like, and they may even like you. But then there might be like something that just misfires between you all the time, you know? And so the Right Man Report will explain why there's a misfiring. It breaks a relationship down into 15 steps. 5 of the steps are considered the most important.
To learn all about all my fun reports and how Vedic astrology can help you to have the best love life possible, just sign up for my newsletter and you'll learn all about these things as my newsletter arrives. It's free, you can unsubscribe anytime, but I know you're gonna love it and I know it's gonna help you. And may the stars be smiling on your love life.